Hello, welcome back to my channel. I have a very special sponsor video today. Inloveartshop is sponsoring another one of my videos, and if y'all have been here for a while, y'all know they sponsored a video back in February, and they just have some amazing stamps and different art supply items. So I do have some links in the description for you guys and a discount code as well. So go check them out. And yeah, I think you guys will really enjoy these products, and they are very good quality. So I would not tell you this if it wasn't true. I absolutely love their product. Alright guys, let's get started. So I have 3 Boho Christmas DIYs for you. And of course, I'm using supplies from the Dollar Tree and also Inloveartshop. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm using this sign from Easter, and we're going to go ahead and remove the jute twine, and we're just going to go ahead and give this 3 coats of ivory chalk paint. Alright, so I got this stencil from Pinterest. I just stenciled it off of my tablet, and then I just transferred it over. I know you guys have seen me do that before, so I'm not going to go through the whole process again. Now I'm just going to take some apple barrel paint and paint over all of the words. I've asked you guys, and you all said that y'all enjoy watching the painting, so I left in quite a bit of the painting for this sign. So enjoy, and I'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, so while we have a second, I wanted to pop on here and tell you, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you, and share with your friends and family or on all your social medias. That would just make me the happiest. And if you wouldn't mind giving it a thumbs up if you do enjoy the video, and leave me a comment and let me know which is your favorite DIY. So I wanted to tell you guys, you have no idea how much trouble I went through for this sign. On the back of this sign is actually another attempt at doing it, and I messed up, and then I tried to sand it down and tried to fix it, but it was just not happening. So I ended up having to flip it over and redo it. But right here, I'm just showing you to wipe your paintbrushes off every so often so that the caked up paint doesn't affect your painting. And I also forgot to record me cleaning my brushes. If I have time, I'll try to stick it in at the end of the video, but I just don't know if I have time right now, so that might have to be in the next video. But I also have to tell you guys that this is such a cute little story about one of my amazing subscribers and her 12-year-old son, Max. I want to give them both a shout out. So here's your shout out finally. I'm so sorry, Shannon J and son Max. Y'all are amazing, and I appreciate y'all so much. But Shannon was telling me that her son gets very annoyed with her flipping through the videos, and she loves watching DIYs, but he doesn't like it so much. And when they came across my video, he had her stop, turn it up, and was just so invested in watching my video. So that just makes me so happy. And I'm so sorry that it took me this long to get this shout out, but here it is. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. And all right, let's go ahead and move on. So I'm showing you these new paintbrushes that I got. I got these at Walmart. They are by Folk Art. So all y'all were asking me about my paintbrush that I was using, and it actually finally gave out, which was ironic that y'all were asking about it, and it finally went out on me. So I went and bought some new ones, and I'll actually insert a picture of the paintbrush sets that I bought. They were less than $4 a piece. I got 4 in one and 10 in the other one, and they are just really good paintbrushes. There's one specifically, the one that I showed y'all, the first one I showed y'all when I first started painting this sign. it is the best one for doing lines, and it's actually a liner brush, so that makes sense. But yeah, so that's the brushes I'm using now, and I actually recommend that way more than I recommend I found the pack that you guys were asking about the paintbrush from. It is a really large pack that you can get at Walmart, and it's only one paintbrush in a big bundle. So I think that the 2 packs that I bought are a better deal than buying that big bundle of a bunch of paintbrushes you may not ever use. But yeah, so I made some tassels, and I'm just gonna hang one on this side, and then I'll hang 2 more on here, and we'll do that, and then I'll be back. Alright, so I'm just hanging my third and final tassel onto this sign, and I think it just gives it such a cute boho look to it. And here's a look at how I displayed it. I actually ended up just setting it on my table instead of hanging it, but I think it looks so cute amongst all the little trees, and then the trees and the sign just go together so nicely. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And here's a look at our second DIY. I am obsessed with this one. I think the pom-poms are just a cute little boho added feature to it, and I am obsessed. So here is another stencil I got from Pinterest, and again, I just traced it. And now I'm just going to go in with some black apple barrel paint and do the fa la 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 la. And then I'll use some red paint for the berries, and I actually use chalk paint for the green on the little stems. So here is a leaf pattern stencil that I got from Inloveartshop, and I think it is so boho. You're probably going to see me use this stencil a lot here very soon. I love it. I love the way it didn't bleed through. That is a major thing for me. I hate using stencils because a lot of the times they'll bleed through, but this did not. So I was very pleased with that. But let me know what you guys think about the leaf pattern on this. I think it looks so, so cute. And it's actually what made me do this DIY is because that was how it looked on Pinterest. So, so cute. So now I'm just going to glue on the 3 tiny little pom-poms that I made for this sign. And this is how that one turned out. I absolutely love it. It is so cute, so boho. All right, let's move on. Alright, so this is our third and final DIY. These are some little name tags, they're name tags with little cute winter sayings on them. And I'm just using those stamps from Inloveartshop and that ink pad that I got. So here we go. So the first thing you're going to need are these huge craft sticks from Walmart, and you're going to need 2 for one project. So you're just going to clip off the round parts on both ends, and then you'll lay it over the top of the other one just so you can get them even. And you'll see on my next one how I messed this up. I should have rounded the edges of the top of it, but I didn't. And you'll see what I'm talking about here in just a second. But I gave one of my sticks 2 coats of crimson chalk paint, and I did moss chalk paint on this one. So I'm using these really beautiful letters stamps that are from Inloveartshop along with the gold and white, and I'll be using my little puffer pads. I don't know what they're called, but here's a look at how beautiful that stamp is. So I'm just going to dip a little bit into the gold with one of my little puffers, and do the top of the letter, and then using another puffer, I'll dip into the white and do the bottom of each letter so that we get a nice little beautiful ombre effect. I'm also going to remove the letters around it. And just so you guys know, there are these things that you can get on Inloveartshop that you can put the stamps on to be able to use them easier. But I didn't purchase those. I probably will next time, but I didn't this time. Or I didn't purchase any of this. They gave it to me, but you know what I mean. So this is how beautiful the hello is. And then I went ahead and did the winter, the exact same. Absolutely gorgeous. And now I'm just going to glue those two together. And I'll add a little bit of I'm going to add a jute bow to the top, and then I'll add a little bit of jute to the back to hang it. So this one we're going to do a little bit different. We're going to round off those edges at the top to make it look a little bit more like a name tag. I can't believe I forgot to do this on the first one, but so this is how that looks. And then we'll just lay it over top of the other one and try to get them the best I could lined up. And one of them actually turned out better than the other, unfortunately, but so you can just put the better one on top. So for this one, I wanted the colors to be a little different, so I chose Liqueur by Waverly Chalk Paint for the red one, and then I'm using I'm using moss on this one. The other one was celery. I'm sorry, you guys. So I'll just do 2 coats on each one, and now I'm using this stamp pad or stamp letters, and I'm going to do a little bit of that reddish brown tint on the top, and then I'll do gold on the bottom. And for this one, I did it a little different. Whatever I did, yeah, and I accidentally did the E first, sorry. But so if I did red on the top of the first letter, then I would do red on the bottom of the second letter, if that makes sense. That way they kind of blend together from letter to letter. I hope that makes sense, but you can see what I'm talking about. So for the word snow, I actually used the gold and white instead of the red and gold, and I did the ombre effect. So now I'm just going to cut off the extra from the bottom on both of the tags, and then I just glued them together. And like I said, I glued the prettier one on top, and now I'm just using some of this white jute from Walmart and making a bow, and then I'll make a hanger for it as well, just like I did the first one. So here is a look at the second one that I did, and then here is a look at both of them hanging off my hexagon shelving. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on that bell, give this video a thumbs up, share with all your friends or family, and on all your social media. Thanks guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it.